Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. Today, I'm feeling a little crummy just because the weather here in Washington has been changing. So if you notice throughout today's episode that I have very little prep done, that's because I have none. I have none. But we're gonna have a good time anyway. I've gotten comfortable with the Forged in the Dark system, just kind of like winging it. So hopefully it just won't be atrocious. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? With this like low-key vibey music.
I am well.
We're gonna get something else going here.
I've also been fighting a cough, so I am empathetic towards your crumminess.
It's been going around.
There we go.
Yes, I too
upbeat.
am bad and sick and ass. I hate October, guys.
Welcome.
I'm not very fond of November, and I think December is the worst month of the year.
I'm so sorry. I
We're
feel
at the end of
great,
the year,
so I'm
guys.
trying not to piss everybody off.
I was gonna say, Shadow, I feel bad because I actually really like this time of year, but I'll keep
Me too.
my thoughts to myself.
I don't have any thoughts on this time of year. Just happen to have a cough.
Yeah.
Bonus, while it is, yes, crummy and rainy in the Pacific Northwest, it is happily not on fire anymore.
Yes.
Hey.
The AQI is not over 200, and we're not breathing in ash all the time.
It's a win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Now we're just breathing water.
Now we're just breathing water.
It's been raining almost nonstop for like 4 days, which has been welcome, kind of, because it's so beautiful out here, and it is that way because of the rain.
Well,
The duality of man in the Northwest.
It's a good reminder to me because now I have had borrowed Nick's gutter crimps and tin snips for 4 months now, and I've
You've
still
had them
not
all.
fixed the gutters. So thanks for the reminder, Rain, that I still have to work on the gutters. Thank you, Nick, for letting me continue to use your tools.
You bet. Let me know if you need any advice or assistance.
I
Okay.
just have to not be lazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's dive into it. Unless anyone else has something for the good of the order. I'm looking over my notes from last time, and I am notoriously bad at taking notes. The last thing I wrote about was your discussion on what to do with the robot. Lettuce said, destroy the robot, bury head in the sand, apathy is what I wrote. For Dax, I wrote, don't give it to Vorix. And for Norm, I wrote, get paid, comma, fuck corpse.
Yeah.
And
Based, I might add.
Yeah.
Whoever
yeah.
that guy is.
That word is not a part of my vocabulary still. I
It
may
will
never
be.
adjust.
Okay.
All right.
Probably a quality choice, honestly.
Based.
No, that is the opposite of cringe. Wait, fuck. No. I already fucked up.
Oh no.
Oh, the falconer cannot hear the falcon. What am I to do?
It's the falcon cannot hear the falconeer, John. Get it together.
No.
Okay, so I believe we had started some downtime stuff.
That was our next goal, was to start downtime. We did experience,
Yep.
Okay,
correct?
great.
I think we did an entanglement as well, because we had a stowaway aboard our ship
Correct.
that caused everybody to have some strange dreams.
You did not have a stowaway. You simply were visited upon with
My
psychic,
apologies.
a psychic manifestation of dreams.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's dive into downtime stuff. For those of you who have watched Grim Streets of Alderstone or played Blades in the Dark or other Forged in the Dark systems, this is the same, and pretty much the options for downtime activities are the same. I'm just going to name them here, and then if we have questions or need more detail on each of them, we can get into that. But essentially, we are kind of in free play now, and during that free play, we have the opportunity to do at most 2 of these particular activities. So these are the only things that you are limited in what you can do during like free play and downtime. They are acquire assets, craft things, indulge your vice to reduce stress, lay low to reduce heat, work on long-term projects. And I actually do want to get into a little bit of that because I know in some of the games I play, there's a lot of things going on, and we don't necessarily have to go on missions to accomplish those. That's what kind of long-term projects are for. Recover to reduce your harm, repair the ship if it is damaged, and you can train to gain XP. To kind of set the stage a little bit, you all have fled the capital moon of Warren. You dropped off Cho Tarek, who is an assassin that sort of framed you for murder and stole an AI chip from Mian Bao on Saber. And you have turned over Cho back over to the Peated Blades, the assassin group. And you've turned over the robot to Vorix, the wizard hacktivist. And you kind of got double paid for the job. You also got Cho to give a verbal admission of guilt for the murder and the fact that he framed you all. So your heat... I should actually probably reduce that a little bit if I haven't already. So let me take a look at the heat of the crew, at least in the Diana and Minerva system.
Sector?
System. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, we can interact with like anyone there and not immediately get arrested.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the level 1 wanted level, but I'm gonna give you all 7 heat. And the reason why is because you all still manifested a prison break and riot and evaded not only the police but the military. So people are still not happy with you. They're, the whole you should have let justice do its course. You should have followed the process, blah, blah, blah. People are still displeased. But at least your wanted level is no longer 1. So I've effectively reduced your heat by 3. Maybe I'll give you 1 more. There's 4. Okay.
Benevolent man.
So you can still reduce your heat if you want to. And I guess in terms of like where the crew is, where do we think we are?
Well, we had just dropped off the assassin, Cho, with the Peated Blades.
Yeah.
So I imagine we are in at least like Deanna and Minerva airspace.
Yeah.
In the system, because I don't think we would have left to go somewhere else as of yet, unless you guys are trying to do downtime somewhere far away.
Not me.
Okay. Let's say that for now you all are on the orbital jetty of Saber. Like you've returned from your with the shuttle. You had gone down to the planet to drop off Cho with the Peated Blades, and now here you are, just hanging out on the jetty while your ship is fueling up and stuff. And that can just kind of be our starting point. So in terms of this time, it's really up to you all, how you want to do it. You can learn about what's going on in the world. I think last time I mentioned a few things that were happening around the sector that you would have heard about, and I'm happy to go over those again. And then in terms of long-term projects, I do kind of want to address some of that stuff. So a long-term project can cover a wide variety of activities, like doing research on way power or AI. You can be investigating a crime. You can be establishing trust with someone. You can be courting a new friend or contact. You can be trying to play factions against one another or get involved in stuff that's going on with a faction. You can change your character's vice and so on and so forth. You can even like have like goals that might require multiple long-term projects. So just like let me know if you have like a direction your character is interested in going, and then we can figure out either if that is a good long-term project or even if it would be a good job for us to do.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Shall I just jump in and start doing some projects and stuff?
Yeah, please.
All right. So for my downtime activity, the first thing that I want to do is I want to go see a doc. Dax is stressed out. Dax is being visited by psychic dreams that are somehow related to his drama. Dax wants to find somebody that will help him lucid dream. He's gonna try to find therapy somewhere here in this sprawling spaceport, right? He's gonna take the elevator down, or he can't because the elevator is broken, but he's gonna take a U-Haul, maybe a shady U-Haul. Hey, Jose, here's Pesos, and like go get on the planet. And he's going to find somebody that will like help him lucid dream, and his goal is to be able to control what he's doing and saying when he's visited by these nightmares in the future. He has questions that he needs answered, and he wants the ability to impact that. And he thinks that lucid dreaming is the way to do it. And maybe said therapy might help him with his stressed out nature as well.
Okay. I would like for you to roll me, just roll me the crew quality. I want to make this a roll to see how good of someone you can find to have.
So our
have
crew
help you.
quality just improved to 1, correct?
It did, yes.
Excellent. So
So
I'm just gonna roll you fortune with 1.
Okay.
That's
a 6.
a 6.
So yeah, you are like maybe talking to some people on this U-Haul, or looking through your data pad for such a service, you know, on like the Moss pages, and you see a number of people that claim to be like way psychics, you know, fortune tellers and you know, mystics who can like, oh yes, I can get you in contact with your loved ones who've passed and all that. And then you see someone who has like an actual credential. It would be some sort of equivalent of what's the like the degree you can get at Bastille? Do you know what I'm talking about?
That one threw him a bit.
Yeah, I think that face is a no.
It's it would be like naturopathic psychology, with a specialization in way. Sorry, there's a college in the Seattle area called Bastille University that has naturopathic medicine as a a
so
degree.
like a quackery degree mill, not a real school.
Anyway, so this is someone who is more focused on like using organic and natural medicines. Let the body do its thing. You know, don't throw a ton of chemicals and weird sciencey bullshit at it. But they have a credential, and that seems to you like your best bet.
All right, yeah, I seek them out for sure, right? I'm looking for something. I might even be a little bit put off by the like way power. I'm like, Dax is very very determined to do things his way, right? He doesn't have a lot of trust for the people that would like get him in touch with his loved ones and psychic. But the idea that there is a psychologist that will help him in tune more naturally with just his brain, because he's certain that he has all the powers in the world. Like he doesn't need somebody else's psychic abilities.
Yeah.
I'm gonna seek them out, and I want to start like a set of like sessions. Maybe I get 1 or 2 here on Saber, and then like get like their 10-step plan to, you know, make this happen. And
Okay.
I start practicing that and preparing my mind for the next
Yeah.
time I'm visited in the future.
So I think you just have like, you fill out your paperwork, you have an intake, like a you know, orientation meeting where it's just like, you know, here's how this works, like here's the things I need to go over. So you don't really get into much, but he does prescribe you like some readings, and you begin to read into it. And here's where I'd like you to give me your indulge vice, or
Am I indulging vice? I don't think that's what I'm
or
doing.
what are you trying to do with it? Oh, you're trying to
Robert?
you're trying to be able to do more psychic stuff
I
during these
am.
dreams.
If I were giving you a mechanical thing that I think that I'm doing, is I am beginning to research abilities for future. Right. I am.
Sure.
I'm going to either by the nature of like lucid dreaming or establishing greater way powers or way connections. I am going to begin the process of being powerful enough to interact with the people who are visiting my dreams
Okay.
in the future.
Okay. So let's go back to the rules here. Thank you, Shadow. Based on the goal of the project, the GM will tell you, excuse me, the clock to create and suggest a method by which you might progress. In order to work on a project, you might first have to achieve the means to pursue it, which can be a project in and of itself. I don't think that's the case here. You found a resource. Yeah, that's about all that the book says on this. So when you mean like interact, like what level of interaction are we talking about?
They visited me in a dream and spoke to me about the science or the experiments, right, and the pain,
Yes.
and they were experimented on too, right? But I was in a dream and I couldn't respond, right? This was like an experiential thing for Dax. And Dax is feeling like overwhelmed and stressed, and he has all these bad memories of pain, and like, but there's like hope there, right? Like they know something and they're strong, right? So he wants to turn that from an experiential like moment into one where he has control enough to like interrogate them and like you know, gain something from them the next time they visit.
Okay. I think that will be an 8-step clock to be able to have the level of control that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So on your character sheet, you can right above like your note section, there's like a field, or not a field, but a section clocks where you can just add a clock.
Absolutely.
And define it and label
we will
it
make
and all
it an 8-step clock.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So when you work on a clock, you pick like an action rate to use to work on that clock. So what do you like? So
I think my action is attune.
Okay.
I think that I like, or it's either attune or doctor, but I don't think I'm doctoring. I think I'm being doctored on.
Okay.
Right. And so I think ultimately this is, whether he knows it or not, Dax is connecting to that small amount of way power that was instilled in him by his, you know, pharmaceutical experiments in his youth.
Yeah. So to me, attune sounds like you're reading these things that he's assigned you, and you're like actively practicing, like in your asleep state, trying to exert control over your dreams.
I think that's 100% what's happening, right? Is like every night Dax is like trying to follow these things. It's like his own. He used to work out his muscles all the time. Now he's working out his brain muscles. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, give me an attune roll.
Absolutely.
And this will determine the number of steps that you advance on this clock.
That is a 5.
That is a 5. Let me fix
Thank you.
something for the viewers really quick.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to crop or change my cropping of something.
As you're cropping, Nick, do you want to tell the viewers what happens when you use cred during downtime activities?
Yes. So, as we can see here, Greg got a 5 on their die result. So that is considered kind of like a partial success. So it advances Greg's clock by 2 steps. Now,
Indeed.
Greg and anyone else during downtime have some options if they want to like further the result. You can, and maybe I'll just pull up like the rules so I can read what they say here. So during downtime activities. So a PC can make time for more than 2 activities at a cost. Each additional activity costs 1 cred. This reflects time and resource drain while you're off the clock and not earning from a job. When you complete a new job, you reset and get 2 free activities again. Activities on the downtime list are limited. Normal actions are not. During downtime, you can still go places, do things, make action rolls, gather information, talk with other characters, etc. In other words, only activities that are on the list are limited. For any downtime activity, you may also spend cred after the roll to improve the result level, not the number, the level. So a 1 to 3 becomes a 4 to 5, a 4 to 5 becomes a 6, and a 6 becomes a crit. If the action requires a roll and you can involve a contact on your sheet or the ship sheet, you can also take +1d on your rolls. So since you are establishing this new contact, I don't think that they're like a contact for you quite yet.
Yeah.
I think in the after.
By the way, can I get a
indeed.
name for this doctor that I'm working with?
They are Doctor. I had a name. I thought of a name earlier, and then I didn't give it to you.
Okay.
Doctor.
We can come back to it.
Doctor
Sorry?
Hathaway.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Dr. Hathaway.
Dr. Hathaway, naturopathic psychic therapist.
And also a Gundam pilot.
But only on TV.
All right. So I am going, Shadow, I appreciate what you're doing. I am going to elect not to spend my cred here because I want to do more than 2 downtime activities. So I'll need my cred for that.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I don't know why for this particular game, the numbers on the rolls are right up against the edge. Is that the same for you all as well?
No.
No, they're
Really?
kind of offset
Centimeter,
by
yeah.
a centimeter, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's for this browser. I don't know. Because on my other main tab, it is not doing that. That's so weird. Okay. Let's keep moving, though.
Okay.
I'll try and figure that out.
Does anyone else want to jump in, or shall I keep doing my downtime stuff?
I mean, if you've got ideas and thoughts, go ahead and finish
All right.
up. I know I
Yeah.
have ideas, and I can go next if anybody
Okay.
else needs to think.
In that case, after we see this scene, I go to this doctor, I get these texts, every night I'm working on lucid dreaming. I am also injured. I have this stressed out harm that has been affecting my performance. And I think that he comes back to the doctor at some point and is like, what you're doing is helping me a lot. I really appreciate it. But, can we sit down for some actual sessions too? And I think that he gets some counseling on stress management. And what I would like to do is recover for my second downtime activity.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So for recover, let me just find that one really quick. When you recover, you seek treatment and heal your harm. You might visit a doctor who can stitch your wounds. Roll crew quality -1 to see how available and effective the doctor you can hire is. We already rolled for you, so I think that's fine. A crew member can roll their doctor action instead if they tend to your wounds. The healer doesn't take the recover action. Healing is mostly rest. You can treat yourself, but this comes with a 1 stress cost. So when you receive treatment, clear all level 1 harm. And if you have harm remaining, there is a clock that you work on.
I'm at 2 progress on my clock so far.
Oh, okay. Did you worked
Yeah.
on that last time?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna use your roll, your fortune roll that you
Okay.
made before for this
Okay.
doctor, which was a 6, and that will add 3 more ticks to your recovery clock.
Beautiful. Then I am at 5 of 6 on this recovery clock. Oh, part of me wants to go crazy with cred, but I don't think I can afford it.
Hey, roll another 6 real quick and see if you crit.
Oh, because you have a thing? Does it work
Yep.
when I don't go to you as a doctor?
It is just in general. All
okay.
of my crew, regardless of if
Oh,
I
nice.
interact with them or not, gets an extra die, so you have a chance to crit here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, let's see if I crit. I do not crit.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. So I'm working on getting rid of this stressed out clock. And then, therapies.
So something I really quick, I just want to point out that someone mentioned to me that I didn't realize. If you take harm beyond a level 1 harm, I think in the next job, this clock gets reset to 0.
Yes, it does. Yeah. I'm
Pretty sure it was Greg that mentioned that too.
Oh, okay, great.
Maybe.
Just reminding you what you told me.
Hey, Greg, if you need cred, there's 1 on the ship, and I've got 3. I know you've been advancing your cred into the missions.
Uh-huh. Okay,
You
I
can definitely get one from me if you
I think
need.
I might beg, borrow, and steal some cred then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take 1 cred from you, I guess. I guess Dax comes to you. And I think what happens, we'll get to that. First what happens is Dax takes 2 cred out of his stash. And he pays that single cred that he gets in return to up that roll. He's done being stressed out. He pays for a little extra Prozac, right? He's like, all right, this is good, but SSRIs are better. And he boosts that therapy so that he gets the next effect up and crits on that roll.
Okay, then I'm gonna change this guy from therapist to psychiatrist.
Absolutely. All right. In which case, I will hit my clock at 6 and clear the level 2 harm stressed.
Excellent.
Excellent. And so I'm feeling good. I'm de-stressed. I'm working on this new technique. And what does Dax do when he's happy? Dax needs drugs. Dax, he's pulled to it. He has to have it, but he's out of money. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't know how to get his drugs. And so I think Dax comes to not Lettuce. Oh my god, I can only think of Lettuce right now. He comes to Sunny D. And he's like, man, I hate to do this to you, man, but could I get a small loan? I'm kind of short on money right now.
Of course. I have no problem with that. I mean, you're at the top of your game.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, thank you so much. I promise you, I'm good for it. I'll get you back, I swear.
I put my hand on your shoulder. I know. You always are, buddy.
Awesome, man.
Have a good time.
Awesome. Well, yeah, Dax is probably thrilled that he has a benefactor that's as easy to get money from as this. And
Is this-
immediately?
Is this the first time Dax has come to Sunny or another crew member to ask for a little
I think it's
scratch?
the first time he's come to the crew itself.
Okay.
I think he usually goes to his deadly friends and gets himself in more trouble.
Okay.
But this time he was down bad.
Okay.
He was down bad, and Sunny D was there for him.
Okay.
So yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
mechanic for loans in this game, and it has my favorite rules of any system ever. So let me know if and when.
If you want to like just preemptively give Dax a bad loan, like he's like defaulted on a loan or something, like feel free.
No.
Okay.
Give us a loan shark to contend with later.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah.
it is exactly loan sharks.
Ooh.
I rush off and immediately spend this cred getting as stupefied as I possibly can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and reduce. How many cred are you reducing, Sunny? 2?
I'm reducing 1 cred.
Okay.
Do you need 2?
No.
All right. All right. Then go ahead and give me your Indulge Vice, Dax.
Beautiful.
Mechanically, the way this works is Indulge Vice is going to look at your Insight, Prowess, and Resolve and roll the lowest. So since you have 0 insight, it rolled a 5 and a 1. You clear 1 stress.
I do clear 1 stress. All right. That is what it is. And then from that point on, Dax is just like out. You just in like a den of drugs. Got like a mask on his face for the next like few days or weeks, and eventually comes back around to the crew and it's time to do a job.
Okay.
Cool. I have something I want to do, and I'm going to need Lettuce's help. Mr. Cabbage,
Willing. Let's do it.
Mr. Cabbage.
I need you.
Mr. Cabbage is my father.
Now, there are items in this world that I, a materialist noble, need. Not just to hit that standard of luxury, but also because I'm a weakling. I stress myself out trying to do things I'm not capable of. And I desperately want to get my hands on a training module for our ship. But
Ooh.
I need Lettuce to do it. Lettuce,
Yep.
you are a rig master and a engineer to my eyes. Much like how I work on bodies, you work on circuitry, metals. And I'm hoping that we can maybe make our own or do something like that.
Yes, if we have a access to just stuff, we can absolutely craft a thing.
Kind of training module. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for one that does prowess
Okay.
to make us more capable fighters.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Basically, you're looking to make like a home gym.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So normally, I think modules cost like 6 cred to purchase outright if you're not using like a crew advancement to get it. But it sounds like you're looking to either craft it or work on a long-term project to just like make it.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure how the mechanics work exactly for crafting,
Yeah.
but I know it has something to do with the rigging, which I believe our engineer is good at.
So crafting can actually use more than just rig. It depends on what you're trying to make. So let's just go over the crafting rules. These are on page 282 of the PDF. So during downtime, a PC can craft if they have access to the required materials and tools. This includes making drones and building or modifying devices. To craft something, you must know its schematic. Some items, like common gear, may have schematics that are easy to find. Discuss with your GM if you know it already, can acquire it, or if it requires a job to get your hands on. Dangerous goods fall into this category. Complex, new, or unique items require you to design a schematic from scratch. So, I don't think this is necessarily crafting like a device. I think this might actually just be a long-term project to just both gather materials and assemble things that would work as an at-home gym. Obviously you all can just go buy some weights really cheap, but if you're looking for an all-around gym, I think it'll take some time to assemble like some various devices and acquire some more stuff than just weights.
Yeah, we gotta find the VHS tape.
Yes, you need
A gym instructor throwing down on the streets.
exactly. Maybe you have a coach who at Die Drock you can bring on board to like teach lessons or something, or a VI, like buy a VI that'll run.
Oh my god, please tell me the shore is full of like one VI that's like really expensive and hard to get, and it's just Richard Simmons like
Richard
programmed.
And can we use just random space junk to make one of those like spinning martial arts dummies that just has like rods on a central post that just
Oh,
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I think this will be just like a 6-step clock. To construct some stuff. I think that prowess training seems easy enough.
do I need to roll something for that?
Yeah. To just tell me what you're doing to like get this prepared and ready. And
first of
I
all,
think he's asking me to design to make a blueprint.
Okay. Or just come up with like a list, a shopping list.
yeah. While he does that, I'm gonna go around trying to get all the parts he needs because I feel like I'm more of a little adept at convincing people to give me stuff on the down low or bargain with them a little bit.
Okay.
Just so you know, I do have Junkyard Hunter as my special ability, so finding random shit is a specialty.
Oops, clicked the wrong character. Let's see, lettuce. When you acquire parts or equipment during downtime, so that would be like a acquire assets roll.
Nick, let us use it. Come on, man. We don't need to adhere to the rules all the time. It makes sense. He's getting pipes and scrap metal to weld together.
Okay. All right. I don't know why Roll20 keeps minimizing this. Okay. So this sounds to me like a study or a rig.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want it from?
Well, if it is your action that is being used, John, then I want it
And
from
I'm
you.
studying. I have one blip in that.
Cool, and I'll provide you with assistance expertise.
Okay. Or you can like
Nice.
talk to people with sway to like track down.
All right, I'm just
stuff.
gonna roll 2d6 then, Nick,
Okay.
and you tell me what happens. There's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, so Norm, on your you've got your clock here. So a 4 is a partial success, so that advances your clock 2 segments.
Based. Thank you.
You bet. Okay. So I think you're like tracking down some equipment, both like physical as well as like the VHS tapes. Shadow in the chat wrote some VR software for combat and infiltration. A la like the Matrix, but way lower tech than that way of studying. We find an old PC in a junkyard that has MS Flight Simulator 98 for training helm. I love it. That's so good. Okay. So what else is Norm up to? Do we know?
Staring himself in the mirror, learning how to deal with his traumas, all that good stuff. I think that's all I had going for me.
Okay. Are you saying you're training or you're taking XP by doing some training?
But I already did that at the end of last week.
Okay, great. All right. Anyone else know what they're up to?
Yeah, I think Sunny is definitely going to go and find one of those little gambling dens, hide in a little alleyway inside the jetty, and he's going to try to indulge some vice by playing some cards and throwing some dice.
Yeah, there's some scummy looking people, like some dock workers and people that are, definitely pirates, but have put on airs that they're like upstanding citizens, but they're here for the game. Okay, give me your indulge vice. Sunny.
Right. I have 1 point in insight, 1 in resolve, and 3 in prowess. So I think I indulge vice with 1 dice then. Is that how that works?
There is an indulge vice button. Oh my god.
I've got the button. I'm hovering over it.
But yes, it should roll 1d6 for you. And you have 8 stress. Go ahead and clear 3 of that.
Clearing 3.
Lucky dog.
Timer
I
says,
know.
I'm picturing a Rocky-esque montage of Norm punching a large piece of moss hanging from a Mita. Nice. Okay.
Sorry, so that clears 3 stress. If I were to pay a cred for this, it would go to 4-5 effect, which would just clear what? Another stress.
So yeah, it doesn't explicitly say in the book like how to handle like reducing stress, but I think it's just 1 cred per stress.
Yeah.
That's how I've always played it.
I think sitting with 5 stress for right now is going to be just fine for Sunny. That's good enough, I think.
Okay.
Well, hopefully we roll better next time. And then Sunny is after that going to go over to good old Norm. And if he can help patch me up a little bit. I have 2 level 1 harms, bruised and clipped. And pretty soon I'm going to do something physical. It's going to require me to do something, and I'm not going to be able to do it that well. I don't want that. I want him to heal me up. And I think if I go to recover, my level 1 harms just go away.
Yeah. They're gone.
Wonderful. So I will go ahead and eliminate those.
Okay.
Last but not least, I have 2 cred burning a hole in my pocket. And I think I'm going to go and let's see here.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm actually kind of curious about this. So, Norm, you're playing the Stitch, which is typically like quote unquote the doctor, even though you don't necessarily have to be a doctor to play this class or playbook. What is your medical training? Because I think you've described like you were an administrator, or maybe I'm misremembering.
Because the clown was nearly like candy striper
Yeah.
or something.
So, no, the clown's all an act. It's just a ruse to get people to not find out who I really am. And although he got promoted to an administrator, he actually trained to be a medical doctor, a practitioner of health and services. But because of his familial connection, as well as being a patsy for the hospital he worked at, he just got bumped up to admin like way too soon. So even though it was like a field for older guys who couldn't like keep up with the insane prospect of living in this society with so many woes and needs of people, he got taken out.
Okay.
He became the face of the administrative bureau, took bribes on behalf of the hospital, but on his downtime, he moonlit as a clown doctor, just helping people out.
Okay. Since I think this is the first time you're mentioning that you had like a familial connection. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, his name is Balmond.
Balmond.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to you about that later.
Based.
Great. All right, go ahead, Sonny. Sorry for the detour.
Nope. That gave me a second to think, which was great. I'm going to go find a shooting range. And Sonny's going to pay the admission fee, and he's going to spend a good, long time training to literally just shoot from the hip. Quick fire, quick draw. He hasn't been in too many scraps, but man, he seems to be getting it a lot lately. And I've fired my pistol more in the past week and a half than I have in the past 2 years. So he's going to start, I think I'm going to take an extra downtime activity with my cred, and I'm going to train Playbook XP.
Oh, nice.
Which will top me off to full. And I'm going to take the shoot first special ability. I will go ahead and post it in at least Roll20 chat.
Here, I'll zoom in on that a little bit for chat.
Yep.
When you attack from hiding or spring a trap, take +1d. When there's a question about who acts first, the answer is you.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
And I've been springing lots of traps lately, so this one seems to fit with me pretty well.
That's really good. Okay.
All right, and I think I'm now down to 1 cred. I'm going to take the other one, and I'm going to put it into the ship.
Oh.
So the ship now has 2 cred.
How wonderful.
Awesome.
Well, I figure we should store the rest in the ship for when we need it, and we'll pull it out for ourselves if we have to.
I like it.
Okay.
That way, if like Lettuce needs it, or Dax really needs a bit more drugs after clearing one stress, then it's sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah, I like it.
Nice. Okay. Well, Andy, that leaves us with lettuce.
So I need to heal. So I'm gonna go while we're I think while I'm working on a shopping list of training module parts and necessities, I'm letting what the fuck, Norm,
You can say
tend
John's character.
tend to my wounds.
Okay.
So
Okay. Then Norm, can I have you make a doctor roll? This does not count as a downtime action for you, though. Fortunately,
This is to recover, right?
this is for lettuce's recover roll.
5.
So you rolled an extra D, so that's a 5. So Andy, go ahead and mark 2 steps on the recovery clock, right below all that harm,
And delete any level 1s you have.
and delete your level 1 bruised.
step 2 on the clock and delete bruised.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Nice.
And then for my other thing, can I work on a long-term project?
Yeah. What do you have in mind?
I want to start building a blueprint and work on the clock for the training center.
Okay. I think you can just tell me what you're doing to work on the project and just roll it, and we'll add that to Norm's downtime clock. Nope, project clock.
We're in orbit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going out on a little skiff and collecting random space debris from the destroyed elevator to start getting raw materials lined up for building.
Okay.
You know those cords that you use, like the bands to like lift and stretch to like strength train? Yeah, I'm imagining you're just like getting an elevator cord and like, all right, that's it. That's our band. Stretch this son of a bitch.
Let's see. Going and collecting stuff.
I do have a special ability that relates to that for acquiring parts.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which action rating best applies to that. I'll take either a like scramble or a rig.
All right. And controlled, since this is all planned.
Yeah, it's a fortune roll during downtime.
I shouldn't be clicking on rig then.
Yeah, I mean, I think it requires you to put something, so you can just click rig and then click like risky standard or anything. It doesn't matter. And John is reminding me I should check something on traumas.
Wait, so you said it should be a fortune roll, so I should be clicking on fortune roll instead?
So fortune roll it is a rig fortune roll. So instead of having a position and effect, it's just those don't matter. But just go ahead and click rig and just click whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, sorry. The Blades in the Dark sheets allow you to pick fortune for whenever you pick an action rating, like rig. So yeah, just give me a rig roll. It doesn't matter what you enter in terms of the position and effect. So that's a 5. So Norm, where are we at on that clock?
2.
So that's another 2 steps on that. So that goes up to 4, I believe, out of 6, or was it out of 8? Okay, cool.
It was 6.
Great. So y'all have a lot of equipment good to go. You just need to find those VHS tapes and you should be all set.
Excellent.
Okay. Let me find the rule on taking a trauma. When you suffer trauma, you're taken out of action, you're left for dead or otherwise dropped out of the action, You're dropped out of the conflict, only to come back later shaken and drained. When you return, you have 0 stress, and your vice has been satisfied. It does not reduce any harm.
It doesn't reduce harm.
No,
My bad.
you're good.
I misremembered that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what? Speaking of which, so I have a trauma marked right now.
Yes, and you did not. Oh, yes. Okay, so so Norm and Lettuce both got a trauma in the last mission, right? And no one else did. So normally during downtime, if you do not indulge vice and you have a trauma or more than one trauma, you suffer stress equal to the number of trauma you have. But if you just got a trauma, you are considered satisfied for downtime, which is why it's worded like that. So next downtime, if you don't indulge your vice, you will take 1 stress for each vice that you have.
I thought the indulge vice knocked out stress, not trauma, or it does both.
Indulge vice reduces stress. Trauma is permanent.
Got it. Okay.
Trauma is something your character will carry with you until they leave this cruel world of criminal activity. And even then, they'll probably carry it beyond that.
You can't add a therapy module to the ship?
Maybe.
To process trauma?
I think that I have never seen anything about removing trauma in this game. I mean, it could be a long-term project, but it would probably take a lot of work.
I believe if you reread the rules, there is mention of using a long-term project as a way of, like, not as like a hard rule, but as like one of the examples they use as a thing you could do with a long-term project.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. So if that's something that anyone with a trauma wanted to work on, absolutely. Okay.
Got it.
Cool.
Also, apologies to any S-tier grads. I literally had never heard of it until you asked me earlier, so I had no idea what it was.
Sorry.
Of course.
I
looked it up. It is a real school. I thought we were talking about Way, and I thought you were going to send me to like a school that gave out degrees for like crystal healing, so I didn't know what we were talking about.
No, I'm sorry. It's a college that I've been to. They actually have a ropes course. And Seattle U, I was in a leadership class, and they sent me to the ropes course for a weekend, where we stayed in the college's dorms, and did like team building activities. It was actually very fun. Cool. Okay, so at this point, everyone has at least completed 2 downtime activities. If during free play you realize you want to do another one, you can just pay a cred. But otherwise, it's kind of open to you all. Just as a reminder, some of the things that are going on in the system, at least with some of the other factions, you see, I'm just going to go down my list here. You see that the pod, that Free Citizens flotilla, they're hiring people. Like, they're trying to attract a talented workforce. So if you all wanted to like go work for them during downtime and help them out, you could earn some extra cred. I'm just going to put that out there as a like extra downtime activity that would be limited, but you'd have to join up with them. Aphrodite Pharmaceutical was recently robbed of manufacturing supplies. Let's see. Frank Lee Abstract, the criminal lawyer, is fighting for the what are they called? The Loricon Consortium in the big case about their bunk soul crystals. And he's doing a great job, but they just had opening arguments the other day. IOTA Asteroid Mining is currently trying to force the United Hands and laborers to sign contracts for a new job working on like a huge asteroid belt. Before the United Hands can successfully lobby for increased wages. The Kalud Academy on Shemaya is preparing for an alien faculty member that is coming all the way from the Galactic Core. Mian Bao, for many reasons, are trying to increase their security.
I wonder why.
Musk, Nadar, and Ma News and Media Group, MNMNMM Group. They've contacted you asking for a story. And then the Silver Kites, the basically hobby vigilante rich folk who are kind of their own aristocratic HOA with mechs and fighters, have arrived on Saber to protect from all the criminal activity that's going on. And Tide Tech, which is a technology manufacturer that provides all sorts of different technology and software. They're petitioning the courts to get access to the small planet of Iota, which is the closest planet to the Neotis, the weird blue sun. And that's kind of the area where children like that are born in that and raised in that area, like they manifest way power naturally. Tide Tech is petitioning for like land use of part of Iota, which currently a research task force has complete land use of. So those are just sort of some of the small things that would be coming up in the news. And then there's one other kind of important and interesting one and this would kind of occur to you. Penitence Civic Services, who you all kind of escaped from one of their facilities. They have requested transfer of a terrorist from another sector of space. A Brucius Holloway is being transferred to the sector. He is notorious for having programmed a bunch of ship software and simultaneously like blown up a bunch of ships in another sector of space. He is also a wizard hacker, and he's being transferred to their Contrition Max Secure facility.
What was his name again?
Brucius Holloway. I will type his name in chat. It might occur to you that he would be a great ally to have if you all wanted a hacker who is completely ethically compromised.
True.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, he's totally gonna get sprung by Vorix, man. I already know.
We just see a just incoming call right now. Just Vorik shows
So,
up.
before the rest of the party jumps into their ideas, let them think for a minute. Dax wakes up from his, week-long stupor, still stressed out, but better. And he is going to go in search of the weapons dealer that is still operating here in Saber. A contact of his known as Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I owe him a favor of some kind. And Dax is interested to see what's going on with him, how the operation is going, and if there is something that he needs from Dax to, make everything square.
And this is the guy that you all kind of laid low with after breaking out of
Yes.
jail.
Yes.
So Shad, let me think for a second. Shad is in need of help. He has his normal suppliers. Okay, so he normally has people that he works with to run guns off of planet. But with all of the military presence, a lot of them are like really, really nervous about running illegal guns. And he has a delivery that he needs made to let me look up a faction who would want some guns. It's definitely going to be the Cobalt Collective. Where are they? They're on the Pit, a liberated, in quotes, mining station in Alepht's atmosphere. So they are in the Rin system on a space station around Aleph, the gas giant over here. So he is in need of someone to run some guns for him. And if you would do that for him, he'd consider you even.
I think Dax just like volunteers to do this without even thinking about his crew. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, we can do that, no problem." Right? We were just there, man.
Oh,
like,
well,
we were right over
and you
there.
were just here before that. Why didn't you?
I know. I didn't know you needed me then, man.
Well, I don't always talk about my deals and jobs, and plus, it seemed like the brass were on your heels, so I didn't want to burden you.
No, they were watching our ship, man, but we just walked right in.
Yeah.
Nobody even said anything.
Yeah, it's all good. Where are you? Like, are you calling him?
No, well, maybe we didn't really establish that.
Yeah,
I think okay, sure, yeah, we could be called. Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Just come on by, and I'll give you the pallet of guns. Just whenever you bring the shuttle or ship on by.
All right. Yeah. All right, I'll go get some speeders together. We'll Voltron them together. I'll get some guns going. Sounds great.
This is a pallet, like a big pallet of guns.
Oh yeah, okay, not the Voltron then. All right, I'll make it happen.
Unless this speeder Voltron thing can like pick up a pallet that weighs like a ton and a half.
I don't know, man. They stick together. It's cool. I'll ask the crew. They'll know, man.
The speeder with one comedically huge sidecar attached to it.
Just a forklift.
It's just a forklift.
Just a regular forklift.
It's why the company wants them back so bad. It's just such a useful set of speeders.
Yeah.
Is Sunny forklift certified?
Of course.
Nice.
So yeah, I think I'm having that like conversation and like seeking out Shad. And I'll come back to the crew at some point, but if you guys have free play stuff you want to do, like, go by all means.
I look at my fellow traumatic man. We need to find this man's brother, I think to myself for a moment. Or kill his uncle.
I have sorry, is Jod's asking us to smuggle for him, right?
Yes.
So I have a buddy, a colorful friend who's a smuggler.
Oh, you do?
Who I might want to go look up to Lego, to go see if he's got any info, any suggestions, anything we might find useful. Maybe a space U-Haul that has been repainted to look like something else.
I mean,
For stealth.
I mean, I could try and find one for you with like some credentials and stuff, but I would need a little bit of scratch to pull that for you. Like I just don't have any laying around, especially on Saber. There's so much activity going on. All my vehicles are spoken for, but I can pull something together if you throw a cred my way, since acquiring an asset is a downtime activity and you all are out of those.
I can throw a cred at Lego.
Okay, let's look at the acquire asset downtime activity. Let me find that really quick.
Cred is different from a stash, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Your stash is like hidden away, and if you want to take out your stash, it comes out of stash and it becomes credit at a rate of 2 to 1.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll throw a cred his way.
Okay. So acquire asset.
It won't let me unclick a cred.
Click the next hex over.
Oh, I get it.
Or,
yeah,
or box over, or if it's your last one.
Affirmative clicking, not unclicking. Got it.
So gain temporary use of an asset like a contractor, a vehicle, a ship module, a special item, or a set of common items for the crew, or a service. You could hire someone to smuggle for you. Or if you all want to run the job without like someone getting in on the cut, you can just ask for a vehicle like you're doing right now. Temporary use is one significant period of usage that makes sense for the asset, typically the duration of a job. It can also be acquired for standby use in the future. You don't have to use it immediately. You might hire a gang to guard your ship. They'll stick around until the first serious battle or until a week goes by and they get bored. So to acquire an asset, roll crew quality. The result indicates the quality of asset you get using the crew's quality as the base. It's kind of funny, but you roll the crew quality, which is 1, and you use the crew quality as the base. So the quality of the item is 1, and you roll 1d6 to see how we modify from there. So on a 1 to 3, the quality is -1, so it would go from 1 to 0. 4 to 5 is equal. 6 is a quality +1, so it would be improved in quality 2. Crit would be +2, which would be quality 3. I might set a minimum quality level to acquire a particular asset. For example, if you want to get military uniforms and badges, you'd need at least a tier 3 asset. So he can on a 4 to 5 tier 1 just get you a something that's painted. It's basically like renting a U-Haul. But if you want something that has like forged documents that would help aid your ability to get past kind of the military blockade, it's not a blockade, but like their security checkpoint, that would be a higher quality would help with those roles.
We need an old code, but it checks out.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So if you would like to move ahead with this downtime activity, go ahead and just roll crew quality.
Is that just a 1d6?
Yeah. And if you open up the ship sheet in the top left, there's in fact a button crew that you can click.
Oh yeah. No bonus dice, right?
You are using a contact, so that is +1d.
Boop.
That is a 3. So this guy Lego, it is Lego, yeah.
Lego.
He basically gets you a U-Haul shuttle. It's probably not U-Haul brand. It's probably U-Fly. A U-Fly shuttle.
Nice.
It's a U-Shut.
A U-Shut.
It's a U-Shut.
And it's just got a logo of a trash can with a lid like slamming shut. And it basically looks like a trash can that is horizontal, and so you just like pull it off and or press a button and the whole back rotates and opens up, and there's like the storage compartment.
I think this just impresses Dax to no end when it shows up. He's like, "Whoa, you got a U-Shut. Those things are incredible."
You have to be at least 21 to get one of those.
They wouldn't let me rent one when I left for the experiment chamber.
Oh God.
Pioneers used to ride these for lightning.
We didn't officially rent this one, so it's off the books.
Oh, even better. We could trick it out.
Lettuce. Why don't we just use our shuttle?
Because we have a U-Shot.
Because I don't know where Shad is sending us, and I want a little anonymity for us if we need it.
It's a wonderful idea.
I like it.
We don't need to own everything, as we just build up some cred and see what's going on around here.
It's fair.
In my mind, this is the same as renting one of those like DHL trucks.
Yes.
Fair.
And can we craft a false cargo, like literally like fucking Roadrunner and Coyote, like a fake screen over the opening, so that if someone was to look, it would look like boxes of something, but under that is the actual cargo?
Why don't we make that roll if and when we come to it with a flashback, and you've established that you thought of that, so I'll allow it for free.
That's
All
right. We have flashbacks. I don't have to be so prudent. My bad.
Yes, but I appreciate the vigilance. Okay. So, someone is flying around the entire space sector. Wow.
Yeah, where are we going? Where's this guy sending us to?
Okay, so there is a space station, and I don't think I have an art asset for it. On around Aleph, this gas giant here. The Cobalt Collective are an organized labor union dabbling in a little crime to fund their demands for a better life. So they have liberated a mining station that was sort of abandoned, sort of not, by a corporation. They liberated it in the atmosphere of Aleph. It has a major berth and associated docks on Warren. So anyway, basically this is the Cobalt Collective's home base. And there's a lot of political intrigue about, how they came to acquire this space station. Basically, they occupied it and just haven't left, even though it is still technically owned by Iota Asteroid Mining. Okay, so it sounds like we have the workings of a plan here. So let's go to our job, our engagement role stuff. Unless there's any other like downtime stuff people want to do, like just gathering information, anything like that.
Let's get money.
Yep, I agree. Let's go.
To be fair, or to be clear, this is a returning a favor, so there is no payment.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. The engagement role.
Unless we make money along the way, just
Sure.
sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Well, we're running a U-shut for 1 pallet. Let's see.
Yeah.
To see what else there is.
Let's see what else we can transport
Put
to
in the
Aleph.
U-shut. Yeah. That's kind of what I was.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
like
before
that.
the engagement roll, Nick, can we maybe contact some of our black market contacts, which we
We do.
before, which were part of our initial crew creation. We decided to get black market contacts.
Yeah.
In our
Oh.
notes, it just says use black market contacts more.
I don't know who wrote that, but whoever wrote that, that's what reminded me
Who
of
wrote
actually
that?
doing this.
I did. No.
Okay.
We need to use some
Anyway.
more.
Let's look
Yeah.
at the faction list. Okay. So yeah, what is this in reference to?
This is a cruise ship upgrade called Black Market Contacts. What we would like to do is see if there is any other items that need shipped to Aleph and see if we can maybe make some credit off it while we return this favor. We have a U-shut. We got a lot of space.
Or even just like stuff that the Cobalt Collective might need if they're
Right.
just trapped in a fucking space station
Okay.
above a gas giant.
Okay, so this was a ship upgrade that you all took. Okay. The black market contacts able to get you the modules, even illegal ones that your ship needs, even when you're wanted. Resourceful, mobile, illegal modules as usual may require you to run a job to acquire them. Your contact may know where to find them and give you a leg up, but it's up to you to get things that just aren't available at any price, like prototypes, rare devices, and incredibly illegal things like coherence scan. Okay. So this is interesting. This is framed as like what they can get for you all, not so much like what you can do for them. Let's roll crew quality again to see if there's anything that some of your black market contacts could use. Brian, you thought of that, so why don't you go ahead and roll crew quality again?
Bonus dice?
Let's say 1, since this is like a ship upgrade. Another
There's
3. Yeah, so there's just some basic stuff that they could have sent to Warren. There's all kinds of stuff happening on Warren. Let me just look here at my list. Where are my drug people?
Right right here, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah. The Lithid cartel. They are a tier 3 drug cartel said to be based somewhere on Iota. They have a new product that they're trying to distribute. And they have some samples they need moved to Warren. So yeah, you get, it's not very big, but you get some samples and the offer of a small payment if you can also deliver some drugs.
Okay.
What was the name of this group again?
The Lithid cartel. I will also drop their name in chat. They are on the faction list.
Cool.
And I'm gonna highlight them as like, if you help them, you'll get some faction status with them. I'm basically just tacking this on as like a small bonus payment, but it will be.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Pay off the U-Haul. That's what we really want.
Also, since I can helm, I assume you might be taking both vehicles for support and potential shell game safety.
Ooh,
Sure.
I like that.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
I like that too. So who's driving the U ship? Is that you? And I'm driving the
Yeah.
ship?
I'll take the
All right. I totally pack you up a cooler with like a 24 pack of Mountain Dew and a whole bunch of beef jerky. Stuff it in the U ship. Load you up and be like, all right, let's stay on channel 6 for your CB, and we'll make sure that we stay within range in case anything gets close to you and starts causing some problems. But we're gonna let you lead the way.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. So, you all are firing up the engines of your ships from on the shuttle is okay. Let me set the scene here. So, Shad, you meet him with the U-Shut in his little cave hideaway. And he just pulls out what is basically like a big pallet jack that is like a hover pallet jack. And much like pallet jacks or shopping carts, there's definitely a corner of this hover thing that just snags on nothing. You know, you don't know how the anti-gravity shit works, but it snags. It's a pain in the ass, and he's just like, oh, hang on, let me just, I'll work it around. Okay, there we go. And he, hauls it and loads it up onto the U-Shut. You all tie it down, and Lettuce, you send the signal that you're taking off. Sunny, you are aboard the SS Retribution up on the orbital jetty, I assume, and you get ready for departure. And we can move on to our engagement roll. So, I just need to know which of the 6 plans you all are using and the details. So, like, just kind of framing how this plan is going down. And kind of the first major obstacle is that military checkpoint and what they might do to stop each of you.
Does anyone have a suggestion?
We have a fake transponder. Are they doing ship searches?
So not for
Just to get out?
Not for ships going back and forth between the planet and the jetty, but any ships leaving and coming to the planet, like from another planet or other like any other area of the sector to and from the planet, they are kind of like trying to track that stuff.
Are we trying to get off Saber right now?
Yes.
Yes.
So our plan here is to get off Saber, go to Aleph, and deliver this illicit material, right? The planning can be broken down into one of 6 like overall plans. We can assault, right? We can like come out guns blazing to get where we need to go and do what we're gonna do. We can be deception to like get there clandestinely. We can be mystic and use our arcane powers to make this happen. We can be social, we can transport. I suggest that we use a plan of deception. We have a U-Haul. We have a shell game of different shuttles. So we're going to deceive the powers that be from Saber to our drop-off point. Unless you guys want to do it a different way.
I mean, there's is this not transport? We're literally carrying cargo or people through danger, right?
So transport would be like, we're gonna go around the blockade or the checkpoint. We're gonna avoid it, or
that's
we're just
viable,
gonna go through.
right?
An option, right?
Deception would be like, we're gonna lie about what we're carrying, or lie about who we are.
Right.
So it's just a matter of like, what are we framing the way of getting through this obstacle as being?
Do we bullshit our way through, or do we run the blockade and try to go out in deep space and try to get it there without being seen? Transport is running the blockade, bullshitting our way through, and using normal travel lanes is deception.
Okay.
I think we do. I mean, deception. I would go for deception just because I had mentioned making a false cover before, but we don't have to do that if people feel differently.
That aligns with what I think.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna get up and go run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Maybe this would be a good time to take our break then.
I love it.
Okay.
Let's take our break and then we'll come back and roll our engagement roll. We will be right back.
We'll be deceptive.
Wahaha. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so just to clarify some things for our viewers, part of the reason the military are kind of a barrier to running guns is since this space elevator up to the orbital jetty was attacked and destroyed, they have a la like, airports when some major significant events have happened in history. They have beefed up security. They no longer have their normal process for vetting what is coming to and from the planet up and down the elevator, but they also have just been attacked. So hence the military presence, and hence this hey, we need to check in and get have the Department of Transportation record every ship that is coming to and from and logging their manifest and their destination. So that's just, I guess, what you all are expecting and why they are a barrier. You need to be prepared to file something with the Department of Transportation, and then if they are not peachy keen on what that looks like, they will be sending the security to come board the ship and check on you, aka the military. So that's just what you all can expect and why you all need to come up with some sort of plan. So not only are you dealing with the Department of Transportation and their bureaucracy, but also may need to be prepared for the military to get involved if they are not happy with how things look. So cutting back to kind of how we're framing the jumping off point and the first point of action, that is why we have this engagement roll, and why we pick one of these plans and details. So what approach or approaches are you all kind of debating on?
Everyone seems to have decided for deception.
Okay.
So I don't think we're debating.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Before we make this roll, is there any information gathering about the Department of Transportation's process or the military that we want to any questions that you all have, and maybe you want to make some rolls to gather some information about that? Usually when you have a plan coming up or a job coming up, asking questions to especially focus on what are the strengths and weaknesses of the targets or barriers can be really useful, and get you bonus dice.
I think beforehand, Lettuce would have a fake DOT permit request for the day before, Ocean's 11 style, to do some recon on their offices and their process.
Okay.
And maybe get a document that could be easily forged.
Yeah, generally for you all as criminals, I think some of you will have access to, let me see, I think it would probably be Sunny that has this, access to forged documents. Yeah, Sunny
yes,
has forged documents.
I do.
I can't get those through Iota Asteroid, who I still technically sort of work for.
Oh, ooh. Okay, you want to acquire, okay. That,
Just a thought. Doesn't
wow,
have to be.
Andy, you are so vigilant. You know, I think if they want to take a look at those, we can have a flashback to you gathering those.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. Maybe everyone take like a look at your contacts and see if anyone like could offer advice or insight into the job.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Aura, who's an information broker and one of my contacts, and I am looking for a schedule, of when ships are out doing inspections, see if there's any kind of like manifest that says where like a whole bunch of people who are listed to be registered, and maybe if we find one that kind of fits our liking, that we maybe Sunny's going to maybe take a journey over to their dry dock or wherever their ship is stationed, and I don't know, maybe pick a part off the side of their ship or disable a couple of wires, maybe something that means that, you know, maybe they don't get out of dock that day. Maybe we take their place.
Okay. Give me a consort with +1.
All right. Well, it's a good thing it's with +1.
Yeah, you don't really have any consort.
No.
That is a 3, so that would be like limited information. So you are not able to get any specifics on like any particular like ship or crew that you could exploit or benefit from, but you just have like the general information on like when the busiest times of day are, and when the like military and Department of Transportation are at their like they're spread the most thin. So that will give you like a slight advantage here.
Sounds good.
Anyone else that folks want to rely on for some help? Okay.
I don't have any questions to ask, but I do propose a method, right, as part of the planning.
Sure.
It sounds like we're going to go with forged documents, so I am going to propose a method that we play a shell game with the ships a little bit. We forge a document showing the like basic cargo of our own crew, right, like the speeder bikes or something, so that they're investigated, they're there, and we're going to send the U-truck like out away from the jetty a little bit, as if it were running down to the planet. And then as we take off, we're going to scoop the U-truck into our retribution and get off planet. Does this seem like a cool method?
How big is this U-truck?
So, it fits on our ship.
Yeah.
It's like a shuttle.
It is shuttle size, but it is capable of interstellar travel. That is what is special about these. It is a cargo ship, but it is very small. Okay. All right. So we have the plan and the detail. The method of deception is forged documents, as well as this kind of like shell game. So at this point, we have our detail. Everyone go ahead and reset your items and choose your loadout. We also reset the gambits, so the SS Retribution should be at 3 gambits. Has anyone updated that?
I can
it's at 3.
do it right
Perfect.
now.
Okay.
Nope, it's already done.
Do we set armor?
No, you can decide that when you in the moment. Okay. Once we have the plan in detail, the GM cuts to the action describing the scene as you engage your first obstacle. How is this established? We do this with a fortune roll. We start with 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? I don't think so. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors? I don't think so either. I think it's just like we're trying to take advantage of the busyness and like overworked bureaucracy. Does it expose a vulnerability of the target? Yes, absolutely. It hits them where they're weakest. Are they strongest against this approach? No. Do they have any particular defenses or special preparations? Yeah, if they can catch you. But I'm not going to count that. So plus 1d here. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? They have. Take 1d. Are any enemies or rivals interfering with you all? No one cares about this gun run and drug run. Are there any other elements? Is this a low tier target? Yeah, no one's like looking out for this sort of thing, like looking out for you all specifically. So I'm gonna say this is like a 4d6 engagement roll. This is actually a really simple job. Dax, would you like to roll 4d6?
I would love to roll 4d6. We have a 5.
A 5. Okay. So 5, a mixed result. You're in a risky position when the action starts. Let's see. So, Lettuce is firing up the U-Shut engines and taking off from Saber, from out in like the countryside, while Sunny, you are firing up the engines from the space jetty. You are filing your forged documents, your flight plan and like your manifest, which I don't think the forged documents is here. Like, what's on your ship is legit, at least for now. And you all don't have the illicit cargo, at least for now. Maybe we decide to have a flashback and change that. But for now, we believe that the stuff is on the U-Shut. And then Lettuce, you are filing your forged flight plan and stuff, assumedly from Iota Asteroid, right? That's who you used to work for? Yeah.
Yep.
And you are both like a kind of like doing this kind of fake out flight plan where you are feigning that you're going to return to the surface of the planet, and you go to scoop up the U-Shut, Sunny. Let's see. What is the risky position here? You are not. Wait, what's your helm or pilot? Do you have any?
I have 1 rating in help.
You do have 1 rating in helm. Okay, so you're okay at it. Then I won't have any catastrophic failure of crash banging. I thought you had no helm, which would have made this really interesting. I think the risk is that the Department of Space Transportation has picked up that suddenly the U-Shut has disappeared on their radar. For those of you who've watched like Battlestar Galactica, where they have like the Dratus and all the little blips all over their like 3D radar, it is a mess right now looking at that, but someone is on their game, and they notice that the U-Shut has disappeared. And Lettuce, you get a hail over the radio, or at least on your like one of your displays, you see a request, a priority request from the Department of Space Transportation. Like, hey, we see we're not seeing you here on our radar. Can you please verify your position and check your transponder?
Yes, please stand by. We're gonna check that right now. And all my systems look good. Not sure what's happening with you guys. I know you've been experiencing some trouble lately, but I'm showing a big old green light here. So
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
give me a ping and I'll reset, recalibrate.
All right, we'll send you a ping. And you see a ping pop up on your display, requesting like your. It basically is asking for like priority access to your transponder to be able to like isolate your signal.
And I'm sorry, did we conceal mine, or is it concealed because the U-shut is now like in the belly of the?
I think the second is what's happened. We've like scooped you up, and now we're like one big dot instead of two.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And well, the farce was that I was going into planet, not leaving it, right? So, as I've crossed Atmo, I seem to be having some difficulty here. I can't be certain of what the issue is. Let me, I'll get out and check it. Unfortunately, this shitbox doesn't really have good diagnostics, so when I'm on the ground, I'll let you know. Okay. What was your name? And I'll look you up by your number.
This is Timothy. Timothy Alder. You have my request. So just as soon as you get to the ground, we'll confirm. I'm sending an officer your way to verify the issue. A transportation officer.
Sounds good. Like I said, I'm already in Atmo, so he'll have to come find me on the ground.
Yes, please send me your the coordinates where you're going to be landing.
Yeah, right here. This spot, and I sent him coordinates for like just some random ass patch of nothing.
Okay.
I do not send Shad's whereabouts or Lego.
Okay. All right. So
maybe too conspicuously, I point them in the opposite direction. But
okay,
can
you give me a sway? Because what this guy was seeing on his radar was that your trajectory was leaving planet, and now you're telling him that you were planning on heading back.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, give me a sway. This is gonna be risky standard.
Sway, risky, standard. No bonus, right? No one's helping me. Can I push myself this way?
Absolutely.
All right. Take one bonus dice.
That is a 2.
I fail all the important.
Okay, let me look at my list here. Things go badly, you suffer harm, a complication occurs, you end up in a desperate position, or you lose this opportunity. Yeah, I didn't catch your name.
My name?
Yeah. Again, this is Timothy with the Department of Space Transportation. Can I get a name to go with the U-Shut 457? And that is your identifying number of the ship.
Yes, this is delivery for Yoda construction, Yoda asteroid, parts delivery. Here's my work number, my corporate license, and you can contact my boss Nisa for any inquiries. She knows I'm here on a parts recovery run.
Okay.
You can find my info with her.
Is Nisa that is your previous supervisor? Okay.
That's my old boss who I think when in my mind of the fiction of Lettuce, when she's done sifting through the like mountain of fucking shit she deals with every day, she'll eventually come across my request to make this parts run for this totally made up part that I've invented. Okay. So I have an excuse. But for now, I'll keep trading on her name while I still got it.
Okay. Then give me another sway, this time desperate standard.
Right.
And mark XP?
And mark XP.
Sway.
In resolve.
Desperate standard. Does anyone want to help me?
Use a gambit.
Or
I can also give you a devil's bargain if you like.
I just don't know how to help you in the moment, right? You're
Yeah.
kind
I
of
mean, Sunny will
on the
like,
comms.
yeah, right. Sunny will click in the comms. You're like, let us disable the transponder. We'll think you went into planet.
You could hack your transponder and try and like mask the signature and have it say it's somewhere else.
That would. I thought I was sending no transponder signal.
Oh, that's right. Well, you could
So
like
I think at this point I either need to talk my way out of it or just fucking
Sure.
leave quickly.
okay,
Like,
yeah.
I can leave.
Sonny, if Sonny could give me any help, he could like whisper in one ear some like fancy pilot CB lingo that I don't know to like say, buzzwords to this
I like that.
transportation person.
There you go.
But that would be the only Sonny assistance I can think of.
All right.
Am I taking one stress for assisting and giving him a die?
That's up to you.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's done.
All
All
right.
right.
I love it.
All
I
right.
can also offer you a devil's bargain, or you can spend a gambit.
I listen. Last mission, I took multiple devil's bargains. I got a fucking trauma. I'm not doing your devil's bargains anymore.
All right. What about the
There you
gambit?
go.
All right.
Hey,
5.
That's a
I'll
5.
mark an XP for the desperation.
So this this communications officer is going to receive your note and reference to Nissa, and he's going to say, "All right, we'll be following up on this 457. Please have a safe descent, and the officer's going to meet you on the ground." So the other consequences, I'm giving you all heat again in this sector because you have just explicitly lied and you are not going to be arriving where you say you are, and this is
Wonderful.
not going to have any idea what the fuck is going on when they follow up with her, if they follow up with her. So I'm just going to award you all some more heat.
I think that's what he's banking on right now is just like bureaucracy, and they'll never get through to actually following up. So
Yeah. So I've given you 2 heat. You all are back at level 1 wanted.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I think you all get past the Department of Space Transportation, and I don't think the military has really any reason to check on you. At this point, you all are like, at this moment in the fiction, you are not level 1 wanted. You will be eventually. But they're... Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh.
You all have a rival.
Captain Barbosa.
Yes, Captain
Yes.
Barbosa might get in on this.
Oh, baby.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let me look at my... Okay. So, you all take off. What is your path? Are you all taking a straight line through the black of space, or are you gonna follow the normal trade routes where there's gonna be lots of other ships? Are you gonna kind of veer off, and kind of have your own solo ride far away from any prying eyes, or are you guys gonna take the normal space lanes?
Well, I think we should take the normal space lanes. We're trying to deceive our way through as an honest group of cargo. If we're caught out in deep space when somebody tries to search us, then we have no way to talk our way out of it, right?
Yeah, we made it, man. We're out of system. Everything's kosher.
As I say,
Nothing
so
could
I'll
possibly
pilot
go wrong. I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No. I shouldn't have said anything. I was just gonna say we take the ship out of storage. Now we're a little convoy.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right, you all begin to take off. You're following the normal space lanes. How, let's see, would they have a speed limit in space? Probably not. You all have really fucking fast engines.
In a corporate run space, I think they just say, fuck it, don't destroy any property.
Okay.
oh, there's got to be like tiers to this, right? In corporate run space, there's the 5 credit tier where you can only go like half the speed of light. You've got like a limiter on your ship. And then there's the 15 credit tier where you can just go bananarama like between planets. And then there's the like, we're Amazon and we own the world tier. And then they have like instantaneous transmission, you know?
Yeah.
They have their own HOV lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you all have a nice cruise for a couple of hours before things get a little interesting. So with the U-Shut parked within the Retribution, who is piloting for the like majority of this?
It will definitely be Sunny.
Yeah, you're gonna stay in the cockpit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not. We said we took it out at this point. Now that we're on the open road.
Well, to be honest, though, I think our ship is way faster than the U-Shut. Even though the U-Shut's going to add weight and maybe mess with our fuel consumption a little bit, probably way faster to just travel with the U-Shut in the cargo bay.
The way I see it in my mind, and correct me if I'm wrong, but is we're gonna zip through space with this U-Shut, like trailing us, right, like a trailer. And then when we get to Aleph, right, or we get to Rin space, we're gonna let the unmarked vehicle do its thing, right? So we have that layer of protection on our movement. I thought that's what that would be for, like escaping notice of the authorities. But while we're out in space, it seems like the big ship's the way to go.
It's probably a good idea because we're also wanted in the Rin system as well.
Yeah.
Not like we couldn't pick a different area of space for the next mission until we let the heat go down. But it's all good. Go.
Okay. Well, so the U-Shut is trailing behind, or it is in the cargo bay.
Either we don't have a cargo bay on the ship, so it's either attached to our ship, like our shuttle is, or it's like being trailed.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think it's base attached, so it's just like because the aerodynamics don't matter, it's just like awkwardly bolted on like one random side.
Yeah.
Mag locked or something. Okay, so Sunny, you are in the cockpit of the SS Retribution when you receive a hail, and it is from Captain Barbosa. And I don't think at this point any of you know that he has beef with you all.
Nope.
So you receive the following message: Scoundrels of the SS Retribution. This is Captain Barbosa of the 47th Fleet. Let me get this right. Where are they here? This is Captain Barbosa of Orion Space Force 49th Fleet. I'm currently on your tail as you have left Saber. And you all have a lot to answer for. Cut off your engines and prepare to be boarded.
I will instantly get on the comms and be like, I'm sorry, sir. Seems we have a bit of mistaken identification. This is the SS Love Connection. We are the greatest singles party bus that has ever moved across space area. I don't know who you're looking for. There are tons of Corvette-class ships all across the sector, but I'll tell you what, man, I got a rowdy group of people here, and they are drunk off their ass, and we are certainly not stopping for anybody. I got to get them all the way to Warren before they throw up all over my damn ship.
Okay. You have a fake transponder. So this is going to be a sway or a... I'll take either a sway from you or a rig from whoever would have set up the transponder. And you're going to have like +2 dice here because you have a
sway,
module.
And I will ask for help from either Dax or from Norm. and I would request them to play a role as a drunk party girl that just randomly stumbles into the comms area and just starts saying something, and then to be like, get off the damn communication. Talk with the law. Shush, shush, shush. Drinks out of the main area, please. Come on, come on, come on. Nobody's allowed in here.
But
I'm
I
sorry,
want my drinks now.
I'm so sorry, sir. It's chaos over here. You do not want to be a part of this.
Where are the little
Yeah.
wieners at? Like the ones on the stick?
Yeah, go down that way to the left.
There's
in the
no
alley.
barbecue.
Okay.
I know they're great.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, sir.
All right, Dax, take your stress. Sunny,
I will.
you have 3 bonus die because of the fake transponder and Dax's assistance here.
Wonderful. So this is a sway with 3 bonus die.
Yes.
What position am I in?
This is controlled standard.
Controlled standard with 3 bonus dice. That's a crit.
That's a crit.
Oh, let's go.
And we did not use a gambit, right?
Correct. So
we
you
now have 4
generate
gambits.
a gambit. Nice. Pardon me, Love Connection. My mistake. You'll have to receive my sincerest apologies. Your ship appears to be the same make and model and drive signature of another ship. We'll have to check our sensors on the drive signature. Please be on your merry way. Good luck with those passengers.
Not a problem, Captain. I appreciate so much that you're looking out for the common fellow. And what you say your name was again?
The connection has closed.
Oh, okay. Well, that.
And you see on your radar a patrol boat or patrol ship, like a 50-meter long ship that's like bigger than the U-Shut, but definitely not as big as your ship. This is the type of ship that is like for patrols. For like chasing down pirates and policing. They are typically very easy to, like, if you got in a combat situation, it's a small ship, you could destroy it, but they do tend to have good armor plating and they have some high yield weapons, so they are not something to like bat your eyes at. Yeah, they turn around and begin hightailing it back towards Saber.
That was awesome.
Every
job,
time we
Sunny.
meet this guy, it's just always going to be the same love connection.
Oh, hell yeah. Is that you again, Captain? Oh my gosh.
Captain, you're just gonna have to come onto one of our like little journeys.
One of these days, I'm going to take you up on that offer to board.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, so you have dealt with Captain Barbosa. Let's see. I'm just gonna roll to see if any pirates mess with y'all. No, there's no pirates that mess with y'all. So this is an easy enough of a trip. You all arrive in Aleph a couple days later, maybe like 2 days, and you pull up towards. It is called, I believe, the Hole. Is that what I called that? The Cobalt Collective's base. The Pit, the former mining station that has been liberated.
Love Connections pulling up to the hole, huh?
Yeah.
I got that one right as you were about to say.
Yeah. And once again, you all receive a hail, this time requesting what your business is. What is this Love Connection? Love Connection, you are not recognized as scheduled to arrive. Please declare yourself.
I think it's here where I'll let Sunny D declare himself or whatever, but I think Dax is like, oh, man, this is what we got the U-Shut for. Go. I'll hop in with you. We'll make a run for it.
We'll hightail it out.
Yeah, so my plan here, if it's not clear, is that we have arrived in our big ship. Sunny's gonna give him the Love Connection, and like the U-Trash is gonna make its way clandestinely down into the pit to drop its drugs.
Okay. So the drugs need to go to the moon of Warren, but the
Okay, we'll drop the guns first, and then we'll hit some drugs up.
All right. So who is on the U-Shut as it is delivering the weapons? Lettuce,
The
you
weapons guy?
Dax the lettuce.
Lettuce
Dax
is
and me, yeah.
piloting. Anyone else on board?
I think Dax is jumping in, like, as potential beef.
Okay. John, I'm trying to figure out a way to rope Norm into the action this episode.
Bro, I'm a doctor and a clown. I'm sitting this one out. Right? What am I gonna do here? Honk a horn and just be a menace?
Hey,
I'm trapped
Cobalt
in a boat
Collective
in space.
kids. Yeah, you hate on those corporations, honka honka. Okay. So, you all declare yourselves. They recognize that you are the gun runners. The ship is equipped with some weapons, the whole mining station, but they assign you a dock to land on, and they're watching you carefully as you arrive. There is a armed security force that is standing on the dock when you land, and among them is in fact your brother Lettuce that you can see through your hood. The what's it called? The
Windshield?
The windshield, yeah.
Yes, the windshield.
The
Windshields in space?
The space shield.
Incredibly dangerous.
A view screen.
Yeah.
It's why we got like a base level U shut. You know, it's what keeps the price down.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh shit. Yeah. So among this armed contingent ready to receive you is your brother Tom Bacon of the BLT brothers.
How did he know it was me?
He doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, you see that guy over there with the
Oh yeah.
yeah, go talk to him, find out what his deal is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you.
Bang, bang,
slide
bang
out of the
on
U
the
shut.
bulkhead. Yeah.
I like pop out of the U shut. Hey, what's up?
Hey there. We're here to receive the weapons from Shad.
Oh yeah. I got him right in the back here. Come on over to the side. Hey, what's your name, man? I'm Dax. I like try to like dap him up awkwardly.
I'm Bacon.
Oh, I love that name. Yo, you'll never believe this, but I met a dude named Lettuce once.
Really?
Yeah, man, it was wild. I never thought I'd meet somebody named after food again. Anyway, come on to the back with me. I like try to lead him away to the back, and I like share like what's the most like silly and or embarrassing story that I could share about Lettuce during our like travels in space.
Probably very recently, that guy tried to board an alien ship and got his ass kicked by a robot. I don't know.
Yeah, so I go to like the most humorous detail I can about how Lettuce got his butt kicked by a robot, and like I had to go save him. He's like resting it up in a hospital somewhere. I give him like, oh man, I hope he's okay one day. Like he might turn into something, you know. But anyway, here's the guns you were looking for, and I like pop the trunk and roll out the pallet jack. It gets stuck again somehow, even though it's hovering. And like, hold on.
Yeah. We can handle this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be staying, are you?
No. We got more things to run. And I like thumb my thumb over my shoulder to like the barrel of drugs.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyway, man, what's your deal?
My deal. We're Cobalt Collective, you know, sticking it to the corpse best we can, and he pats the like canvas covered pallet of guns, and he just like metal on metal, like slap. He's like, we'll be putting these to good use. Thank you.
I love it, man.
Yeah. He's well, here, give me a like a sway or a consort to get him to open up with your story about Lettuce.
Absolutely.
I'm role playing him as a very like stingy, but I should see if he opens up at the.
I was gonna say,
Absolutely.
by the way, during this interaction, I think I am like comedically hiding behind the barrel of drugs.
I love it. This is a 4.
Okay. It's like, yeah, so you know, sticking it to corpse, and we'll be putting these to good use here pretty soon. Yeah. You work for Shad?
He's a buddy of mine, actually. I ran quite a few old jobs.
Huh.
I owed him a favor, so I told him I'd take care of this one for him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, buddies gotta stick together.
Yeah. That's ain't that the truth, you know? In these tough times, you know, it's the people around you that really make the difference. And yeah, we're just trying to take care of our own, same as you. So we really appreciate it. If you ever see that lettuce guy again, let him know you ran into bacon, huh?
Yeah, man, I will. I bet he wouldn't believe it. Another food guy.
Yeah. No. What are the odds? Hey,
I
Andy.
know, right?
Andy, what is your apprehension with meeting your brother?
Oh, just fucking terror at having to confront an emotional reunion, and you know, I think this would be the moment that he would kind of like very timidly. This is his older brother, so you know, just very timidly like rise up from behind the barrel and be like, "I beg him."
Hey, dude, what's up? Get over here. And he like gives you a big squeeze of a hug.
Yeah, I think he'll like very like as one would to a boisterous older brother, like very reluctantly just like dead fish into the hug.
Yeah, big squeeze. This guy was saying he knew you. What the hell? Why didn't you just come say hi?
Well, I was helping with the cargo. Sorry, I didn't have a chance to say hi yet.
Okay.
How are you?
Good. They've got me. I'm leading over here. Really involved with the Cobalt Collective. It's great.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you? You're running guns? You also a friend of Shad?
I just met Shad actually. No, I'm just getting some work. You know, I'm still working for IOTA with tracking down some parts for them, but you know, things are good, and just doing life.
You're working for IOTA.
Yeah,
and his whole demeanor changes. Keep in mind, their home, this station, is technically owned by IOTA, and they took it from them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I
mean, you know, I said screw those people. I wouldn't keep working for them. I'm just I'll take their money. You know, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Am I right? So you know, I'm just
yes, but you're working for them.
Cashing their checks. Yeah. I'll keep cashing their checks, but you know, fuck them, right?
Hey man, look, he's running with us now. We're setting him right. Give us time. He'll be just like you, man.
Well, he doesn't need to be just like me. I want him to lettuce. I want you to be your own person, but like working for a corporation, like even in name only, like that's not cool. Like you're a part of the system if you're employed by them.
Yeah.
Like just like taking their money, you're still working for them. You're still advancing their agenda. You're still putting money in their corporate pockets. Come on, man. And
I give him a knowing familial sigh and just go, I see you haven't changed.
And he seems really disappointed, but at this look, he's like, he kind of loosens up a bit, and he's like, hey, I don't mean to be so hard on you. I just, you know me. This is what I believe, and it's, you're my blood, but also like family is chosen, and I don't have people in my life that buy into that bullshit. I want you to be a part of my life, but I just can't can't associate with that.
So I take it you're not in touch with Tomato then, with Harry.
Look,
The transmitter starts to go off as Norm interrupts this wonderful heart-to-heart moment that he doesn't know about at all. Because Sunny Delight told him to ask, what's taking so long? Did you guys actually believe we were on a love connection here?
Hey man, there's like some cool family shit going down. Like, give us a minute. I think we might have tears. I'm gonna.
Okay, well, we can only lie to the security guards for so long, so hurry the fuck up.
no,
All right,
no,
man.
you're good. Tell them our security's like not gonna fuck with their ship, with your ship. We're just being cautious, you know. Listen, Lettuce, next time you're in the area, hit me up. Stay in touch. But let me know if and when you quit working for IOTA. If you want to get involved with the Cobalt Collective. Happy or maybe even a union. Maybe then we'll talk.
Seems like the right thing to do. After all, I mean, you were very kind and magnanimous to the people who you had to kill to take over this ship, right?
All right, I really do think we need to go get those drugs delivered now. Come on, Lettuce, come on.
Yeah. Why don't you go deliver some drugs?
Hey man, don't worry about it. He'll choose you in no time. And I like hit the like thing that makes the like dock just start sliding up.
And he hops out. He like kind of like looks back at the ship, but not at you, Lettuce. And the bulkhead closes. And you all go about your business.
As the comms shut off, as Dax cuts off, Norm will be like, so, Norm, what were those drugs that we're carrying? I know you went to examine them at some point, didn't you?
What?
You telling me we've had illegal drugs on this ship and you haven't looked at them at all?
That's Dax. I'm not the addict here.
I don't want you to take them, but I mean, are they really worth just delivering, or can we maybe sell them somewhere else?
Sonny, I know that you take me as a jovial guy because I wear clown makeup, but I'm a goddamn professional. I'm not being paid to ask questions, and neither are you.
Maybe I've underestimated you, Norm.
Maybe. My eyes narrow. Or maybe I overestimated you.
I raise an eyebrow. And then I awkwardly leave and go get something from the galley.
I also awkwardly leave, going the same direction as Bumble.
And Dax is really disappointed he wasn't there so he could break in with a, can you smell?
Okay.
We fly to Warren to deliver drugs.
Okay. So no sampling, no
Nope.
studying of the drugs. Great. So you fly back to Warren, which you all are now kind of familiar with, and you're not that far from the area where you found Cho Tarek. About a mile away or so. And you take. You also have your regular shuttle, but you're bringing the U-Shut, like that. That is your transportation.
Yeah.
Down on Warren. Okay. On the U-Shut, you fly down to the surface level, the grimy, grungy area of the moon, the capital, where all the, the illicit and illegal stuff is happening. All the criminal underground stuff happens on the lower strata of the planet, or rather the moon. And you arrive, you like find a tenement building, and oh god, everything has to have retail on like the ground floor, but you all begin walking down like a stairwell to like a underground level, and you knock on a door that you're directed to. You give a password that you were given by Shad. It's like Octo Elephant or something like that, and a like metal sliding like, you know, grate where you can see a pair of eyes shuts, and then you hear a clunk clunk clunk, and a door opens, and with your like shitty pallet jack, you're able to deliver this what did you called it, like a drum, Greg?
Yeah, like a big drum.
Yeah, like a metal drum. And they're like, so this is the grave dust, huh?
Yeah, sure is, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shad would have not given you this. It was the Lithid cartel that
The Lithic cartel did, yeah.
All right. Well, payment on delivery. And they hand you a car, or they like swipe from their data pad. They swipe some money at you, and you get a ding on your data pad that indicates you've received a message. And it has like 12 cred.
That's a lot of cred. You sure that's the right amount?
You are supposed to return 10 of that cred to the Lithid cartel.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Sick.
And this dude who's bald and got tattoos all over his body is like, well, our business is done, and he like shoos you out the door. But
okay.
not before in a back room you just see like tables and tables of like basically production where like drugs like this are being packaged into small little amounts, small little baggies.
There wouldn't happen to be product where I could try to swipe some on the way out.
No, it's in the back room.
Sad. Okay, well, I'm getting ushered out the door. I don't think I can like run past him and like steal drugs. Bye. So I guess I won't.
You could ask for a tour, professional courtesy.
Oh my god, yes. Can I have a tour? I've never been where they make stuff like this, man.
You want a tour of our op?
Is Dax the only one there?
I mean, you all can be there if you want.
I just started talking, man.
Dax,
Why?
gonna haunt my nose. We gotta go, man.
But they could give me a tour, man.
I
It doesn't
mean,
matter.
like
This is a one-time thing.
we've got-
We're not
it's
gonna be
all-
in business with them ever again.
all the rooms are the same. If you just want to go poke your head in, that's fine.
We're fine, thank you. Here, have a fucking balloon animal. Give him a sword.
that sounds like you're assisting to me, John.
Oh shit. Dax is distracted. Get the drugs.
All right. No, this is Dax's like one of two weaknesses. He's in a place where he can indulge his vice. Dax is interested in taking a tour and then like pocketing and or using the drugs that like he can find without getting super caught.
Okay. You poke your head in, and there is just a room full of young-looking people, like teenagers, at tables, working, doing quick handwork, just packaging stuff and putting it in these little baggies, and tossing those into bigger packages.
Yo, how do you do
and
that?
there are
Yo,
people with guns walking around.
Can you teach me that? Like, hold on, that's some quick hands you got there, bro. Whoa. Hold on, let me try.
And the teenager looks at one of the people kind of like walking around supervising. They're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to show you. And the guy with the gun goes,
yo,
what?
with the hammer, man. Can I like do one of these? It looks cool.
You want to bag some drugs?
Yeah, it's new skills, man. My fingers are
Jesus
hardly ever
Christ.
used.
Sure, you can show this weird guy. What's with your clown? Okay, I don't.
He loves clowns, man.
Yeah, and they'll let a teenager teach you how to bag drugs. They're very
Okay.
confused.
So I'm gonna bag drugs, and I'm gonna like bag one, be like, it's good, right? I'm gonna get good at it. I'm gonna toss one or two of them into the bag, and then when it looks like they've gotten used to me doing that, I'm gonna toss one, but it stays in my hand and goes in my pocket.
Give me a skulk,
Absolutely.
unless you think another action is appropriate.
Skull sounds just fine to me.
Okay.
But I am gonna use a gambit.
You should.
Y'all have many.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a gambit, and can I take an assist from the stupid clown like balloon thing?
Do you want to,
From
John?
the well-crafted balloon animal distraction, I think is what you meant to say, Greg.
Yes, a well-crafted balloon animal distraction.
Yeah, go for it.
Sick. Okay. Risky standard. So bonus dice, gambit, and clown thing. We have
That's a crit.
Yes.
That's a crit.
How
So
much did he steal?
they have a bunch of like scales,
Yeah.
like measuring like the drugs coming off and the
Yeah.
drugs going back on, and
Yeah.
like they like are you even see behind you like they're patting down some of the, like the teens as they're leaving their shift, like right before they're like, all right, enough, like you should be on your way. Let the kid do his work. And you've bagged one, you've like placed it somewhere, and they like begin to pat you down.
Okay.
And you manage to put it somewhere like where they aren't gonna find it, and I don't need to know where that is.
no worries.
Oh, it's easy, Nick. It's in the balloon animal.
It's in the balloon animal. Yes.
It was there all along.
Yeah, and you with a crit, you walk on out of there with a bag of drugs, a bag of grave dust.
Beautiful.
And you all like this is it. This is the job. You all overcame the obstacles. So,
Wow.
yeah, simple enough. Not a super risky job. But we'll get to just move right along back to downtime stuff if you like, unless there's any other activities you all want to do.
We completed a job. You know what that means, boys?
Means XP.
It's time for experience.
Okay. Let me.
I'm not getting any. Hell yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up some fun XP music.
Oh, I believe I can get you at least one, John.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. You are a professional. You would not inspect those drugs, even when led to do so, for profit.
Very true.
Okay. Let's try.
I also did my
grave
trauma.
dust, is grave dust like Soylent Green? It's people.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to find out. Let us.
I'm just thinking about the term grave dust, like
Oh my goodness.
That's wow.
I didn't make that connection, but that's incredible.
Okay. Did you execute a job successfully that poses corporate dominance? Kind
We
of.
gave guns
Yeah.
to a militant group.
Yeah.
Who was
Yes. Yeah. Take 1 XP for the crew. Did you contend with challenges above your current station? No, not really. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one? Also, no. You all
What are you
pretended.
talking about?
You all are like pretending to be completely different people.
The SS Love Connection, baby, is the
Okay.
greatest party bus.
I don't think that progresses our reputation.
I mean,
I think that
do
maybe
you all want
the
a new
love bus
reputation?
is like,
Do you all want to have a new reputation? We can talk.
No. Move on, Nick.
All
We're
right. Did you express your goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew? Yeah, I think a little bit. There was small inner conflict about the drugs.
Hmm.
You leveled up.
Yes, we did level up. We will go through crew advancement here in a minute. Let's go through character stuff. Norm, did you address a tough? No, you didn't address any challenges.
I sure didn't.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yeah, at least once.
Yeah, I think.
I tried to get him to check on the drugs, and he wouldn't because he's a professional.
I am a professional. I'm a rebel. I'm not a criminal.
Okay.
I'm here to overthrow the fucking corpos,
All right.
not get high and get money for doing it.
Mark XP, John. Did you
Hell yeah.
struggle with issues from your vice of luxury or your trauma of cold?
I interrupted a warm, heartfelt family reunion uncarelessly, and then when the situation was explained to me, I still said I didn't give a fuck.
I think you leaned in when my character didn't know what to say or do at an appropriate narrative moment. Mark XP.
Thank you.
Thanks for the out. Okay. All right, Lettuce. Did you address a tough challenge with technical skill? Yes, with forged documents and shell game stuff. Or the transponder stuff. So yes, Mark XP. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Yes, Mark II XP. And did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma of gambling or food or being obsessed? What are you obsessed with?
Feeling like, I mean, an embarrassment, like obsessed with this. Remember, it was self-loathing.
Oh,
so
self-loathing. Yes.
I do.
I think he did
represent in my interactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take 2 more
So.
XP for that one.
Woot.
All right. Did you? It looks like you leveled up your playbook.
I did.
Did you put all your XP there?
No, I only had one more empty slot there. I put the rest in
Oh,
insight, prowess, and resolve.
great. Do you know what ability you're gonna take?
I need to look and think about that.
Okay, we'll come back to you. I'll move on to Dax.
All right.
Oh my god. I don't understand why, like, when I click on the corner of these windows, these character sheets, it, like, sometimes does not drag. Did you address a tough challenge with force or threats? No.
Yeah.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Yes. Take... let's see. Labor, odd jobs. This was definitely an odd job. Beliefs... What are your character's beliefs?
My psychic powers are real and dangerous, so I will protect friends and family from them, and Aphrodite's pharmaceuticals ruin my life, so I will punish those associated with them.
Okay. Do you think did you, like, when you were considering this, like, getting involved with your dreams and taking control, was that a manifestation of your first belief, you think?
Yeah, I think so. A
Okay.
little bit,
Yeah.
right? Like, when presented the opportunity to control his psychic powers, for sure.
Yeah, okay. Take 2 XP. And then did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma? Yeah. Drugs. Take an XP for that.
Awesome.
All right. And then Sunny. Did you address a tough challenge with charm or audacity? Absolutely.
I think so.
The love connection. Yes. Take an XP. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
My beliefs. By belief number 2, I can turn any situation around given enough time mixed with some good bullshit.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I had some good bullshit.
I mean, that's just the nature of role playing, so I think you're going to be getting a lot of XP on that one. So yeah,
As long as I try to manipulate situations.
And
so
then,
I'll take one for that.
Yeah, and then did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma? No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Did anyone level anything up that they want to share?
Yes.
Yeah, what did you get, Norm?
Right.
I got my last blip within resolve, and now I have 3 sway.
Whoa, sick. Very nice.
I'm taking on the special ability Construct Whisperer, which I will put into Roll20 chat. Machines speak to you when you study them. The first time you roll a critical while fixing or building a particular machine, you may add a simple modification to it.
Nice.
Nice.
Sea crafting.
And
Cool.
I'm due a motherfucking crit at this point since I have rolled almost nothing but twos.
Nice. Okay. Well, we just leveled up the ship. We took a crew quality. Why don't we revisit that at the start of next session? The crew advancement. In the meantime, let's start some of the other downtime stuff.
We need money.
Yes. So you all have a decision to make. You all have 12 cred. The Lithid cartel is owed 10 of that. Are you going to pay them?
Probably.
I would say yes, but I don't know what the rest of the crew thinks.
I mean, I think we should probably pay him. Yeah.
We don't need more enemies.
Yeah. If you all keep the extra 10 cred, you will have like -2 rep with them. They will hate you. You'll have 10 more cred, and also I'll give you all another XP for developing a new reputation of
They're a tier 1 faction. We should have knocked them out too while we're at it. Let's take their money and take their business and steal their drugs. How about that, Dax?
I mean, like, I do like drugs.
Look, if we're gonna start something, we're gonna finish it. I'm a finisher. Are we becoming drug kings as well as rebels?
I think we should stick with our main mission, man. Like, we gotta fight the corpse, you know?
We need money to do it.
But like
10 credit to buy us another ship.
We don't need another ship. Who's gonna
Buy us more
fly
guns.
I am the guns.
You're not the guns.
I am the guns.
I got shot, and you were not there to help me.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I want better body armor. I want a Gundam. This 10 cred could get us that Gundam.
I mean,
They're
like,
also a tier 1 faction. Who's for killing off drug cartels?
The Lithid cartel is a tier 3 faction.
That's not what
the
this
listed is
says.
tier 1 on our sheet.
Oh, I'm sorry. In my Factions of the Shore spreadsheet, they are listed as tier 3. I might not have
Well, that might
Well, they're
be
tier 1. I'm sorry, Nick.
Oh,
You
look
gotta
at that. It
lower
says
that down
3.
now. No.
You son of a bitch.
There, wow, it's right now.
Can we can we sort them to their proper place then along the list?
I did on my screen.
Okay.
You might need to refresh it. Okay.
Still says 1, unironically.
Oh, does it? Weird.
Alright, well, that changes everything, and we just wasted a bunch of time because we didn't have that information. So never mind. I retconned that all.
And we pay him 10 cred.
Yep.
Okay. All right. The crew may take 2 cred.
Wow.
I say it goes to the crew.
I agree, unless anybody feels like they need one at the moment.
No.
Wonderful. I am marking it. Our crew now has 4 cred.
2 cred.
Wonderful.
A minor job, enough to make it to next week. All right. Upkeep. Ship parts wear out. There are fuel and repair costs and minor patch jobs to handle scrapes and dents from flying through space. Each downtime right after payoff, decide if you pay for ship upkeep. Upkeep for ship is calculated using system quality plus crew quality together divided by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 4 rounded down is still 1.
Marking it off. I think
Beautiful.
we should just pay the upkeep.
I agree.
Okay. Whoops, that's still my Blades of the Dark stuff. Okay. Heat. This was completely quiet. Y'all are like completely in the clear. Other than the heat that I gave you already, 0 heat.
Wonderful.
Well done. You all like hid yourselves quite well. And then entanglement. We are we're in a new system now.
Yep.
So let's just roll the wanted 0 table. Can I get a 1d6 from you, John?
We're in the Rin system, are we not?
Yeah, in the Rin system. I said a new system.
We have one wanted level in the Rin system.
Oh, you
for
do?
Our previous actions on Warren, where we fought a bounty hunter in the street.
Oh, you do. That's right. Okay, so that's a 5 on the Rin wanted. Reprisals. Oh, I don't know if we've had this one before. An enemy faction moves against you or yours. Pay them 1 cred per tier. Allow them to mess with you or fight back. If you have no faction with negative status, you avoid entanglements right now. Well, looking at the list of factions that you all have negative status with, there's,
Ball and Saber.
Penitent Civic Services. There's Moonlock Securities. Those and Tide Tech. So I need to do a reprisals encounter next time, or I can think real quick right now. Why do these people not like you? Well, we know you stole Moonlock's motorbike. Okay.
Did we get one of our other ship parts from somewhere else and then get negative rep with them? I can't remember why we got negative rep with Tide Tech.
I think I wrote it down
During
somewhere.
creation.
Yeah, I think I wrote stuff down during character creation. I'm gonna have to look back.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay. So, with that, well, we have a few minutes. Why don't we actually take a look at the crew advancement again, really quick? Which is on page 51. So as a reminder, you have 4 options when it comes to crew advancement. You can take a crew special ability. You can take 2 ship upgrades, which are any 2 boxes in the, like, everything between black market contacts and training modules and crew gear. Those, like, 2 boxes in there. There is also, you can increase 1 ship quality, comms, engines, hull, or weapons, up to the listed maximum on our ship, which I don't remember what the maxes are. Or you can increase crew quality, which
But
also
the maximum, I'm sorry, would the maximum on our ship be the number of boxes we have available because this is our ship sheet?
I don't remember if it
Possibly.
adjusts the ship sheet to the maximums for each ship. Let me take a look. This is the Fire Drake that you all are playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Fire Drake's maximums are 4 comms, 3 engines, 2 hull, 3 weapons. 4, 3. Wait, what was the?
Can you say that one more time?
4
comm?
4 comms, 3 engines, 2 hull, and 3 weapons. So yeah, this is correct. These are our maximums.
All right. I'm going to put that into the bio and info page so that we have it
Go for it.
as a note.
I will state now that I would like to get the Insight and Resolve training modules. That
Could
way we can start
maybe
grinding it.
get the med bay and then one of those modules?
What does the med bay do?
I think it should improve our resting.
I think it gives us another bonus dice on recovery.
A
then
bonus
we get
dice on
one,
recovery. Yeah.
One from the med bay, one from John, and then
Well, 3 from me, right?
because you get to roll your doctor and we get the bonus dice. So that's what, 4 dice on recovery rolls if we have a med bay every time?
Medical bay. A clean room with medical equipment, not a real hospital, but sufficient to patch most injuries. Storage for drugs and medical scanners. Add +1d to all crew recovery rolls.
Yeah, we can. If you want.
I was gonna say, you and I are already working on the training module. Like, that's gonna get done.
We're getting
soon.
one training module, but I want all of them.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it sounds like the medical bay and one of the either insight or resolve.
Yeah.
Which module would you like the most?
Insight.
Okay,
I think that's the one
Right.
the crew is lacking the most skill in anyway.
that
Yeah.
is true. I could probably use a point in insight at some future date.
Sure.
Please remember that when we level up here pretty soon, if you look up at the hearts and minds, there's also each crew member may add one action rating to command, consort, or sway. So at some point we can level up and all get a point in resolve somewhere.
Nice.
Where is that?
The
It is
last.
hearts and minds under special abilities.
Oh.
So I agree. I think insight is a great place for us to get a training module, because we're going to get a lot more experience there if we train that way. And that before we that eventually we should look at that as another way for us all to get a point in resolve, is to do hearts and minds, which might help all of our indulging vice at some point.
Well, is that what we want to do instead then? Or do
No,
we want...
I love the idea of medbay and insight training module.
Then I'm committed. Let's do it.
Is Norm just so annoyed at having to be like patch people up with just a really disorganized medical situation, and so he just starts like stocking a room with stuff?
That's what Norman's been doing for this entire past mission. He was MIA and everything. He's just been building a medical bay by himself. He's been pissed.
He's like, I just want weights. I just want a fucking library. Come on. Stop getting shot at, you idiots.
I just want to do lifts and dead squats.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Well, I will have some sort of encounter ready for next time. And then we'll dive back into some downtime actions. So a nice light and easy job. This is actually pretty typical in like longer form campaigns, having these just kind of small jobs that allow you to like improve your rep and or like get money or other access to other stuff.
We're supposed to get more money to our stash, aren't we?
What do you mean?
No,
We
got the money to our
phone.
stash. We got the money to our stash last time because we leveled our crew up. And one of the processes of advancing your crew level gives you stash.
I'm pretty sure that's not correct, but I can't find it.
I don't believe you're supposed to get stash at the end of jobs unless you put the proceeds of the job into stash.
Profits. Every time the crew advances, each PC gets stash equal to the crew quality plus 2.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're right. Anytime the crew advances, you're absolutely right. Sorry.
Which we have done.
What page is that on again?
That is that's 52.
52.
It's above switching ships or changing playbooks.
Every time the crew advances, each PC gets stash equal to crew quality plus 2. So everyone take 3 cred and put it in your stash.
Based.
I think I forgot to put that on my cheat sheet. Actually, I don't even know if I have leveling up on my cheat sheet. Or crew advancement, rather. Should have added that. That would be good.
Boys, we got money.
Nice. Okay.
Attention to detail, John. Thank you.
All right. As for faction stuff, I'm going to give you all one status with the Lithid cartel for helping them move some grave dust and not getting caught while doing it, stealing from under them. Great job.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
So did we get another experience for bolstering our crew's reputation?
So that is in reference to the crew's daring reputation.
Oh.
That makes sense. Do
Sorry.
something daring or crazy.
I will advance your
Boy, I
your
love these mechanics.
your
guys.
status. I will advance your status with the Lithid cartel.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna call it for today. We'll be back. I will be back on Friday with another Grim Streets of Alderstone. One of the crew members overindulged and got captured by. Oh my God, I'm spacing. The Veilers.
Veil.
The Veilers have taken one of the crew because he overindulged in drugs in their den of stuff, and now they have to go get him back, and that's going to be very, very interesting, especially since the crew knows that the Veilers have an Elder Ruby in their possession in Alderstone. So we'll see what's going on there. We'll also be back next week with more of this. I am hoping that I will be adjusted to the new weather and have a bit more prep done for y'all. Hopefully we'll be a little bit higher energy. Everyone seems to be a little sleepy today, myself included.
Apologies.
No worries. Any shout outs before we go?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Not this week.
All right. I'll probably be starting up a stream again in a bit. I've been playing a new Marvel Snap card game, which I'm enjoying. So I'll probably like share some of that play here in a little bit. Just need to take a little bit of a break to rest my eyes, and then I'll be back.
Fun.
Yeah. In the meantime, everyone have a good rest of your evening, unless you come tune in a little bit, probably 15 minutes. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.